We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
380.
Bortles to throw on second down. Being chased out left. And down he'll go at the 25. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Lucy. 380.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Lucy. Hank.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Here we go.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, here's Fournette, able to slither by. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
39, Lucy. 11. Lucy.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Matt Ioannidis. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
11. 372. Hey, spread left. Spread left. Lucy.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So that is twice on the opening drive that they've gone for it on 4th down, and they've converted both.
I don't know if they're using analytics, which might tell them, hey, more times you go for it on 4th down, the better your odds, the better your chances of succeeding. But let's face it, most teams are not going to go for it twice on 4th down in the first quarter of the game. I mean, we might not see it 2 more times all season. In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing down early to try and get things done later.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Spread left.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
380. 372. Hank.